Welcome to our channel. Today, we are embarking on a journey full of surprises. But instead of talking about great achievements or cutting-edge technology, we will be diving deep into the most forgettable failures in the history of agricultural engineering. Get ready to discover the 5 worst tractors ever produced, models that you may have never even heard of. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming fascinating stories. And now, let's... Introduced in 1923, the John Deere Model D was the company's first 2-cylinder tractor, expected to deliver superior performance for farmers. Equipped with a 6.1-liter engine producing approximately 27 horsepower, the Model D was designed to operate on various terrains and working conditions. However, one of the biggest weaknesses of this model was its reliance on kerosene instead of gasoline, making the starting process difficult, especially in cold weather. Additionally, the inefficient cooling system made the Model D prone to overheating during continuous operation. Furthermore, the gearbox and transmission system were not well refined, causing difficulties in shifting gears and reducing overall work efficiency. These limitations led to disappointment among many farmers, prompting them to seek alternatives from competing brands. Although John Deere made some improvements to the Model D in the following years, its poor initial impression somewhat tarnished the company's reputation in the eyes of consumers. As newer tractor models with more advanced technology emerged, the Model D gradually faded into obscurity, becoming one of the most notable failures in tractor history. Introduced in 1932 as an upgraded version of the Farmall Regular, the Farmall F20 was expected to deliver superior performance with its 4-cylinder engine, 20 horsepower, and versatile cultivation capabilities. However, one of the biggest drawbacks of this model was its hand-crank starting system. Operators often struggled to start the machine, especially on cold days or when the engine was clogged. Not only was this time-consuming, but the mechanism also posed a serious injury risk, as the crank could kick back and cause accidents. Designed to help farmers mechanize their work, the F20 ultimately failed to meet the basic criterion of ease of use, leading to widespread disappointment. Another issue that diminished the F20's reputation was its ineffective braking system. When operating on steep terrain, drivers struggled to control speed and stop the machine, increasing the risk of accidents. Additionally, its narrow wheel design reduced stability, making the tractor prone to tipping over on uneven fields. These drawbacks not only caused inconvenience, but also increased operating costs, as farmers were forced to make frequent repairs or invest in additional accessories to improve the tractor's performance. Beyond that, the durability of the Farmall F20 was also a major issue. The gearbox and other mechanical components wore out quickly, leading to frequent and costly repairs. As maintenance expenses mounted, many farmers turned to other tractor brands that offered more reliable models. Although the F20 played an important role in the development of multi-purpose tractors, its significant flaws made it a notable failure in history. Nevertheless, Farmall learned valuable lessons from the F20, which helped improve later models. Born in 1917, the Fordson Model F was mass-produced by Henry Ford, with the ambition of revolutionizing agriculture. Equipped with a 4-cylinder engine, 20 horsepower, and a 3-speed gearbox, the Model F was designed to replace horse-drawn power in farming. However, its biggest weakness lay in its frameless construction, where the engine and gearbox served as the main structural components, leading to numerous durability and safety issues. One of the major limitations of the Model F was its thermosiphon cooling system, which operated without a water pump. This made the engine prone to overheating, especially during high-intensity operation. Furthermore, the magneto-ignition system frequently malfunctioned, affecting the tractor's reliability. Even more concerning, the Model F lacked an effective braking system, posing a significant risk to operators, particularly on steep terrain. Although it once assisted many farmers in the mechanization of agriculture, the design and performance shortcomings made the Model F one of the most disappointing tractors in history. Faced with strong competition from rivals offering more advanced models, the Fordson Model F quickly faded into obscurity and was discontinued in 1928. Introduced in 1956, the Massey Ferguson 35 was a bold step forward in the effort to deliver a modern, easy-to-use, and affordable tractor. With a powerful engine producing up to 37 horsepower and the option of either a gasoline or diesel engine, the MF35 was expected to dominate the agricultural tractor market. However, these expectations were quickly dashed as real-world issues emerged, particularly with the hydraulic system. This system frequently suffered from oil leaks and pressure loss, significantly reducing operational efficiency. Not only did this disrupt farm work, but it also drove up maintenance costs, creating major inconveniences for users. In addition to issues with the hydraulic system, the transmission system of the Massey Ferguson 35 also revealed several weaknesses. Operators frequently complained about the gearbox getting stuck, especially when operating in cold weather. This made gear shifting difficult, significantly reducing work efficiency. For those unfamiliar with the machine's design, this issue became even more problematic, negatively impacting the user experience. These shortcomings created a poor impression of the MF35's reliability, damaging Massey Ferguson's reputation during that period. Although the MF35 featured certain technical improvements, its design and durability issues prevented it from achieving the expected success. The fragile hydraulic system, unstable gearbox operation, and various other technical problems led many farmers to turn away from this model. Nevertheless, the lessons learned from the failure of the MF35 helped Massey Ferguson improve and develop higher-quality tractor models in the future. This also underscored the importance of thorough testing and evaluation before bringing a product to market. Introduced in 1925, the Caterpillar 60 was one of the first tracked tractors, expected to replace animal-drawn power in agriculture and construction. Equipped with a 6-cylinder engine producing approximately 60 horsepower, the 60 promised strong performance. However, its track system encountered numerous issues when operating on muddy or soft terrain, making the machine prone to getting stuck and losing mobility. Moreover, the large weight and bulky size of the Caterpillar 60 made transportation and operation on small fields difficult. Additionally, its complex control system required highly skilled operators, creating a barrier for many farmers. Due to these factors, the 60 failed to meet the practical needs of the agricultural sector, although it remained effective in large-scale construction projects. Although Caterpillar made efforts to improve and develop many tracked tractor models later on, the limitations of the 60 left a less than favorable impression on users. This model is remembered as a bold experiment that was not fully perfected, marking an important, yet not entirely successful phase in the history of tractor development. So, we have just explored the 5 worst tractors in history, each carrying its own story and lessons, leaving a unique mark on the agricultural engineering industry. Despite their failures, These machines still played an important role in the improvement and development of later tractor models. Don't forget to hit like, share the video, and subscribe to our channel to support us in bringing more exciting content. If you have any suggestions for future topics, feel free to leave a comment below.